Hello, Cancer. Wow, this is very strong energy that we're facing with this full moon in Aries because Aries and Libra are cardinal signs. And the cardinal signs are all getting this grand cross. So it's very strong energy. You've got Mars in your sign squaring the sun and moon and coming into an opposition with Pluto. Pretty strong energy. Plus, we know that there's going to be a Mars retrograde in your sign. It's in its shadow right now, anything between 17 degrees and 30 degrees of Cancer. Yep, that's it. It's going to be hit 3 times. So, what are we looking at for you? So, I'm just going to shuffle here, and this is the Moonology deck. I wanted to focus on that because this is a super moon that we're dealing with. And Cancer is very connected to the moon. Mars is the ruler of this full moon, and it's in Cancer. So you're very, very involved with what's going on here. So let's take a look at what we have. To start with, look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Okay, that's a good place to start. I think we know that Cancer is about family and home and roots, ancestry, all of those things, personal property. And Mars being there, normally Mars going through Cancer, I know a lot of people that have that in their natal chart. And really, that's not a big problem. The problem that we're facing right now, though, is Mars is being slowed down. And then it's going to be going into retrograde. And that makes Mars very, very uncomfortable and cranky, to the point that I believe that what's going to be going on with us is that we are going to be facing childhood traumas and toxic patterns that we were raised with, that this was normal. And we're finding out that we need to step away from those patterns, or else we'll keep repeating them over and over again. You either learn from it or you repeat it. So what else do we have here? I think the Sagittarius moon is telling us that look on the brighter side of this. Take time to breathe out. Now, what I've been telling everyone is you need to get rid of that extra physical energy that Mars is going to be bringing in. It's frustrated. So a way to release some of that tension is actual physical activity, whether you decide to deep clean your entire house, whether you decide to just go walking every day, whether you go to a class to expend that energy, swim, whatever it is that you prefer as far as physical activity. And then also do grounding exercises. So that breathing, taking time to breathe. This is the disseminating moon, beautiful energy, and that grounded energy as well. It's time to take action, new moon in Aries. So between now and through Christmas and into January, it'll be February before Mars stations direct. And then it'll be, I think, until May 2nd that it's going to be back going through its shadow. What I think is going to happen is in the new moon in Aries, the last eclipse in this particular axis of Libra and Aries. This is us taking what we've learned over the past it will be almost 2 years. The nodes actually change signs on January 12th. But there's that very last eclipse that takes place. And I think for me, it's very much about this is your sovereignty. Where is this for you in your chart? So for you, it's going to be in the 10th house, in the 10th house of career. What have you been doing to really put focus on your career, moving into that area of the chart? And because we always look at the axis, it's the 10th and the 4th house, the 10th being career, or what you're known for, and the 4th being, again, home and ancestry, those things in your chart. So what have you been leaving with that 4th node energy in the 4th house? Have you had to have a change of location? That is something that could come up very easily, this South Node energy, or getting rid of things, sentimental things, just changing things out a bit. We do have two cards that came out here. Underneath, looking at the bigger picture, the Three of Pentacles, working with other people. And I think that is perfect for that 10th house Aries energy, moving towards that 10th house energy of working with others, collaborating. I think that'll get you further ahead. Underneath, take time to breathe. Two of Cups. If you are in a loving relationship, I think that is something that you need to cultivate and work on, and really utilize this opportunity to carefully make plans with what you want to do in the future, because I think a lot of this is looking at your home life, right? And what you may need to give up, and what, do you have to move for your career? Do you have to maybe take the opportunity to set guidelines for your family? Set boundaries is the better word, setting boundaries for your family, because you're the support system for a lot of people. And you just will not always have the energy. You'll never run out of love, but you will run out of energy, and you do have to have boundaries in that area of your life. So this is Pluto. Pluto is opposing Mars in your sign. So there's very definitely energy between the two of these going on. It will definitely affect you. It's definitely going to be showing up between now, and it'll be very strong for quite a while, because Mars is going to go all the way into Leo. And then you'll have Pluto going into Aquarius. So there's energies there that they're going to be squaring each other for a bit. And actually, they'll be in a perfected opposition 3 different times. And I think you have to be aware of, what is this first energy going to be like? And what will that mean the other 2 times that that's going to be happening in your chart? So I would say pay attention to those things going on. We are just about. It'll be before. Well, I think it's November 1st. I believe is when the exact opposition occurs, right before the election. So I think take a look at what happens for you right up to that time, during that time, and maybe a little after in your personal life, because those are the themes that are going to be recurring. The very last opposition is going to be happening in April. So this is going to be one of those things that occurs 3 times, just like those 18 to the end degrees of the 17 to the end degrees of Cancer are going to be hit 3 times by Mars. That's a lot of energy. That's an awful lot of energy that's going to be keeping you busy. So let's take a look here. Underneath, this is the Ace of Swords. This is truth. And I like it that it's coming out under the Sagittarius energy, right? Sagittarius moon, working with others. Grand idea. So I think as far as your 10th house is going, really good. I think it's the home area of your life that is really going to be where you're going to have all the difficulty at. Let's see what else we have here. I feel like, what do you have to verify in your relationship? Are you being perfectly honest in your relationships? Do you need more honesty in your relationships with your family? Take time to breathe out. I kind of feel like one of the things that we're doing is the going along to get along. That is such horrible energy. And the people that are having to struggle the most with that are Libra and Cancer and Virgo. And because you're about, we're keeping the family together. But at what cost? At what cost? Is it physically affecting you, all the stress? So what else do we have here? Two of Pentacles underneath the Death and Rebirth card. Time for decisions. Time for decisions. And I would say the best time to make a decision is after Mars stations direct in February, because I think all of this energy that we're going to be going through, I think is going to bring out truths. I think it's going to bring out some hidden things. And I think those need to be dealt with instead of just brushed under the carpet. I think those are very important things that are going on in your life, but it's in the area of your family and setting boundaries. And you have to enforce them for the sake of everyone involved. So let's take a look at, I'm going to use the Kuan Yin Oracle. This is very much Mother Earth kind of energy. So let's see what wants to come up Cancer. For these kind of, the last cards, I always like to make sure that there's a volunteer. Oh, this one just flipped on me. There we go. What do we have? What do we have here? The Amaryllis Lute. You are growing fast and leaving fear behind. When your vibration changes, so too does your life. It is safe and loving for you to release that which no longer feels right for you. No matter how important it was in your old life, it might not have the same place in your new life. Accept healing change now. Thank you for joining me. I will see you again soon, Cancer.